All right, everybody, welcome to the show. Everybody, please stop freaking out about coronavirus. It's not that bad. It's bad if you get it and you're old.
Yes.
But that's about it. And at this point, we don't know what the death rate is. It's anywhere between, I saw a really good graphic that says that it's anywhere between, I think 1.5% to like 3 or 4%, but it's in a pretty wide range. So not knowing exactly what the death rate is, it seems an exaggeration to just shut down entire countries and shut down industry and businesses all over the place and shut down schools and all of this. I know people do it out of, precaution, but it seems like a bit too much. What do you think?
I think it does seem like a bit too much. I mean, just take normal precautions, especially if you were going to be around old people, maybe avoid doing that. But at least for children, a lot of adults, a lot of elderly, the flu is much more deadly, it seems like. And I think the big thing is people aren't able to get tested for coronavirus as well as they should. I was reading earlier, the CDC is not allowing people to get the tests online anymore, so you have to call in, and the wait time is like an hour.
But you can't get tested for coronavirus online.
Well, they send you a kit.
Oh, I thought you got plugged into a USB or something.
No.
Okay.
That would be silly.
Well, that's where they're going now, is they want transhumans, they want to put microchips in your brain, so I thought maybe they had already gotten there.
Not quite, almost.
Okay, so I think they said only about 6,500 people have gotten tested in the United States. So the testing is so minuscule, and if anything, South Korea, I think, is the country that's done most of the testing, or the most testing. And I think by their numbers, it shows that the death rate could be, I think, as low as 0.7%. I heard this from Dr. Oz. And I get most of my information from celebrity doctors, most of my medical information. When I'm deadly sick, I just go to WebMD. If I break my leg, I go to WebMD. So you can take that for what it is. But, plenty of people, Dr. Drew, I also, speaking of celebrity doctors, I heard, was saying that it's panic, and there's no reason to panic. There's reason to take good precautions, but plenty of people, physicians, professionals, plenty of them are saying that the panic is just that. It's panic. It's really uncalled for. So I would really urge everyone to not freak out, continue with their lives. Here in California, one of the big things is they are wanting to shut down Coachella now. So I think just yesterday they had 2 cases reported in the Coachella Valley itself. It seems to me kind of suspicious. I don't know what's going on with this panic, because it's so disproportionate that it makes you think that there's something else behind it, something political. Because the threat of the virus itself, again, is disproportionate. It doesn't there shouldn't be this kind of response from the media. So in any case, why they're wanting to shut down events and businesses and economies, and the stock market tanked and all of that is perhaps kind of suspicious. But here in California, I think there were something like 80 cases, and it's developing day by day, but I think it's pretty good advice to tell people to not freak out about it.
Right. I would agree. Just, if you're sick.
Speaking of being sick, we both are sick.
We are.
And I blame my wife, of course, because she's the first one that got it. But now I am also pretty sick myself. And so that's what's going on around the house.
Sharon is carrying.
We're not sure if it's corona or not.
I'm pretty sure.
She's pretty sure it is.
Yes, because the
But that would be, that makes it, trendy.
we would be trendy, but we're not that cold. I had no fever, and you get a dry cough with corona. You don't get this mucus.
Okay.
So, and I had no fever, so that's another indicator of corona. So I don't imagine it's corona.
Okay, that's good.
I did have shortness of breath, but I'm 8 months pregnant, so that explains a lot.
That does explain a lot. All right. Well, in other news, Joe Biden is still on the campaign trail today berating blue-collar workers. People are taking it in different ways. Some people are saying, well, that's just how sometimes men argue, right? Other people are saying that it's completely uncalled for, that Joe was very rude to this, looks like, factory worker, construction worker. I think, me personally, I think that it is, he could have been more polite, but I think a lot of people are blowing it out of proportion, and of course they will because, they're trying to score political points. That's what happened today, and I still hold to my belief that Joe Biden should drop out. I mean, we've talked about this, and many people have online. It's cruel to have this guy continue to run. He's obviously in sharp decline, and he needs to go home, spend time with his family, and the people that are putting him through this. It's verging on cruelty. I continue to say that we need the guy with the long cane.
Yeah. Scoop him out.
To hook him and just pull him off the stage, because the stage is not where he's supposed to be right now. What do you think about Joe Biden?
I think that at first I thought he was making a lot of mistakes, and it was kind of funny, but at some point it became obvious that he's not mentally there, and I think it's cool to have him keep running. I understand that he's probably very dedicated to continue, but someone needs to have a real conversation with him, in my opinion, because he's obviously declining. He's declining in front of our eyes, and it's very sad. He's going to spend a good chunk of time being in front of everyone, being under stress, sorry to put it this way, but making a fool of himself, and just all because he's sick.
So jumping back to Corona, which is everybody's favorite virus right now. Breaking news, the Coachella Music and Arts Festival has been pushed back 6 months. This is breaking from 1 minute ago. KTLA reports it's been pushed back for 6 months to October due to the coronavirus. Okay, by October, this will have died down. Everything will be fine.
Well, October is also the start of the next flu season.
It is, but it's only the beginning.
It's only.
And then by then, we'll have a new strand to freak out about.
Exactly.
So, and then they'll just keep pushing it back until all viruses are eliminated off the face of the earth, and then we can get back to normal.
Exactly.
So that's breaking news. So shifting gears, well, or staying really with the corona, but shifting gears to what's going on in the Catholic Church. I read a report earlier that the church in Poland will continue to have Mass. And I think, wasn't there something about them having even more Masses?
Really? Well, that's good.
Yes.
That's what we need.
From Lifeside Catholic, Polish bishops call for more Masses in response to the coronavirus.
Wonderful.
So the polls continue to show us the way forward
Yes.
in many ways.
Thank you, Poland.
Thank you, Poland, for giving us Pope John Paul II, St. Pope John Paul II.
Yes. And being such a good example.
And being such a good example, yeah, absolutely. In many, many ways. So I think that's really the approach. I mean, a lot of people would say that it's so risky. And maybe Poland, I'm not sure what their numbers are as far as the outbreak, how it's affected their country.
Right. They could very well have shut their borders too. No one in.
Sure. Now, again, that's going to maybe depend on how bad the outbreak has been. So from what I'm seeing here on the Johns Hopkins University map, which is one of the best maps to see to continue to monitor the outbreak of the coronavirus worldwide, is Poland is not even in the top 10 countries as far as outbreak. So they might be in a position that they can do that, is what it seems like. But their borders are so tight as it is.
They are.
That it's maybe not surprising that they are not experiencing a wide outbreak of this virus. Italy, on the other hand, is the second biggest outbreak, even more than South Korea. With, at this point, as of March 10th, at 4 p.m. Pacific time, 10,149 cases. In Italy, 631 deaths. So I think one report that I heard was that China was now seeing a leveling off of the cases.
Good.
So they had continued to increase, and now they're plateauing, I think at least, if not declining.
Good.
And I think people are returning to the streets. I believe I heard that in Hong Kong, people are returning to the streets. So eventually, at some point, it's just going to taper off, and then it's going to die down.
Sure.
A vaccine might be produced, more tests are going to be available, and I think at some point it's just going to, we're going to come back to normal. And I, for one, am getting to the point where I'm sick of talking about this virus.
Sure.
And I'm sick of people fighting me over toilet paper in the toilet paper aisle. I mean, I got into a brawl, it was like a WWE match. It was...
I know he did it because I'm the one who buys the toilet paper and we have plenty.
Okay, that didn't happen, but I was saved by my grocery store because my grocery store has a sign at every register that says certain items are restricted to a certain number per customer.
That's smart.
I think I saw that Target recently put out a press release that says that also they're going to be limiting certain items so that they don't have these scenes that we're witnessing all over the place of people for some reason buying loads of toilet paper. It makes no sense.
No, it makes absolutely no sense. I was at Sam's Club well after this hysteria started, and I needed formula for my daughter. We were about to run out that day, and as I was driving there, I thought, well, this scare is making people a bit hysterical. I hope that they still have some formula because they've got very good prices. Completely stocked, even more stocked than normal, in fact. Usually I go and there's one or two left. This time there were, a couple boxes full. So that just kind of leads me to believe that people are freaking out over nothing. They're just trying to find some way to release their fears. And
that's a good way to put it, yeah.
It's just toilet paper and paper towels for whatever reason.
It is, yeah. And then somebody does it, and so everybody else starts to think that that's what they should be doing.
Right, exactly.
And so it's, in sociology, I'm not sure what the term is, but it's herd behavior. Right. It's like, it's lemmings. It's basically what's going on. You have the lemming, one of them is throwing him or herself off of the cliff, and then follow the next one, and then the next one, and then everybody sees that somebody's doing it, so that must be what we need to be doing.
Yeah.
And it's really impressive that human beings are capable of profound acts of brilliance and intelligence, and also the most impressive acts of mindlessness and stupidity.
It's true.
Human nature encompasses a broad gamut, panoply of possibilities. And that's what we're here to explore.
Yes. The human condition.
The human condition. Exactly. Hey, well, we really appreciate you guys tuning in and spending some time with us. This is a new podcast for us. We want to start doing it every day, coming to you every day and spending some time with you, just sharing our thoughts and our lives with you. You can find us on Twitter at You Keep Dreaming, and we're going to try to put out a podcast probably every day. We are coming to you from California, Southern California. That's why it's called California Dreaming. We're in Murrieta, which is about an hour north of San Diego and about an hour and a half east of Los Angeles. Mm-hmm. So really pretty place, close to wine vineyards, wine country. And we're really liking it here. We moved up here from San Diego about a year ago, and we just felt it was time to, share our adventure of faith, family, and everything else with all of you. So again, really appreciate you guys tuning in. And any last words?
Yes, if you like what we were saying, give us a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below if you're ever in the area. We have beautiful flowers. Like and subscribe. Absolutely. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. See you. Till next time.